So sometime on at some point, we find that, oh, if someone like दूसरा बच्चा है, किसी ने आपके साथ, जब तक हम गलत करते हैं, it does not hurt us. When someone else does something wrong, then it hurts, isn't? We always want everyone to speak truth and nothing but the truth when in conversation with us. This is the thing, it tells us why truthfulness is essential, because each and everyone on this earth expect others to speak truth, to behave truthfully, to act truthfully. So when everyone expect, वो उसको फिर value बोलते हैं. That's why values are essential, because everyone needs that kind of behavior for himself or herself. Correct, Prerna? You want everyone to be kind toward you, to be smiling, to be very friendly toward you. So it means everyone needs to be very kind toward everyone, including us. Because the other person also wants the same from me. That's why these values are essential. So Acharya ji will explain in the beginning, why Sandhya is essential, how it changed our life, and why it is important to perform Sandhya in our day-to-day life. Okay, before we proceed. So I welcome Acharya ji. He will talk to you for a few minutes, so you will have a complete picture before starting our sessions.
Okay, namaste again. And this is our first session of the workshop to learn Sandhya. Actually, its full word is Sandhyopasana. So the word is compound word, Sandhya plus Upasana. In Sanskrit, when two words come together, then there is a slight modification. So Sandhya plus Upasana become two words, become one compound word, then it is called Sandhyopasana. So it's very simple. We know Sandhya is done so that we succeed in Upasana. So Upasana happens to be again a compound word, Upa and Asan. Asan is to be seated, and Up is nearby, close by. So we want to sit close to somebody. Of course, we want to be with that Supreme Ishwar, is it not? So Upasana is always Ishwar Upasana. So we want to be with Ishwar for a few minutes. So why is that necessary, or why should we learn that? So as a child, one thing you know it. If you get into some problem, or if you need something, or if you are hungry, then you come to your mother or father, somebody like that. They do their best so that your pain or whatever suffering, whatever is unwanted state, that is removed. And so, we want to go from dukh to sukh, So we want to get away from any pain and suffering. And whenever there is something, of course, we do our best to get away from that state. Otherwise, we get to our mother or father or somebody who can help us do that. So now that you are growing, you know it, you cannot expect your mother or father is always near to you, So there will be occasions, and when you grow up, you can ask your mother, father, when they have a problem, what do they do? you know. So of course, when you grow up, then you will have to find, and that is what Ishwar is. Tome mata cha pita tome. Ishwar is our mother and father, supreme mother. So as you are growing as a teenager, now it is time to learn, so that, for the reason a small child goes to his mother or father, you also will learn how to do that. So do you know, in last 24 hours, there were some hours when you had no pain, no suffering, you were disconnect from that. When was it? Do you know when was it?
When you were asleep?
Yeah, who said that? Well, that was a very good answer. So when you are in sleep, sleep is also two kinds, with dreams and without dreams. Now, can you tell me in what kind of sleep you are painless? You have no feeling of any pain or anything. Which kind of sleep? Yes, fair enough.
Without dreams?
Without dreams. Because you know it, when we have dreams, sometimes they are nice, sometimes can be bad also. So when you are in dreamless sleep, you know, then no pain can strike you, is it not? So that is a very interesting state. And when you are like at your age, you will have many times dreamless sleep, deep sleep. And when you wake up, you realize that was very refreshing. And in those hours, you had no sense of time, and nothing you felt that was painful or anything that was bad. So that is the basis of Sandhya, that we want for some moments absolutely blank mind. Nothing is happening in my mind, is it not? So in dreamless sleep, mind is blank. So when mind is blank, then you are not with your mind. Then with whom are you? Then you are with Ishwar, is it not? So that is the necessary condition. When you are disconnect from mind, you are automatically with Ishwar. But in deep sleep, we don't feel that way, except that there is no pain, because the Ishwar has taken you in a lap, but something is still missing. You don't feel that you are with Ishwar, is it not? Now, when we attempt Sandhyopasana, we want to be with Ishwar. So the challenge is to disconnect from mind. So we will learn how to disconnect from mind. So you will see, this is a workshop. It will take some time. We will have set of mantras. They are 15 or 17. So, and then towards the end, there is Gayatri mantra. So Gayatri mantra is always saying, I am with you, so I can see you. In particular, what is called Bharga. Bharga is his light. I can see your light. And that light now will guide my buddhi, my mind, my intellect. That is Dhyo Yona Prachodaya. So after Gayatri Mantra, as you will see in the workshop, you will sit for meditation for 5-7 minutes. But then you may ask me, why are we reciting these many mantras? Before that, that will take a few sessions for you to reach up to Gayatri Mantra. But you know Gayatri Mantra already, is it not? Most of you know Gayatri Mantra. So if not today, from next few sessions, you will do a few mantras so that you know how to chant them, recite them. And then you will jump to Gayatri Mantra and do 5 minutes of this practice, what is called dhyan, meditation. So Sandhyopasana has two elements, as I said. Sandhya is, Sandhya means dhyan actually. You can ask your parents. Dhyan with a prefix sam. Sam means samyak, good, good meditation. So dhyan means good. Dhyan means meditation. Sandhya means good quality meditation. That leads to upasana. So you are with Ishwar, is it not? So you have seen it. We discussed briefly the deep, dreamless sleep when you have no pain. In the same manner, if we succeed in upasana, there will be no pain. But there is a difference between these two states. What is it? The difference is important. After sleep, you feel refreshed, is it not? Your body and mind, they are no more tired. When you go to sleep, you were tired, but now you are fresh, is it not? But remember, you are the same person. You are the same person. Just now, Acharya ji was mentioning truthfulness and many other good qualities, is it not? You don't change with the good night's sleep. But in Upasana, what happens? Your mind is washed out. Your mind is washed out. Anything bad that might have entered into your mind, because as you are growing, you listen to all kinds of things. You see all kinds of things. Many are unwanted things, or many could be the bad things also. So we know, of course, how to wash our body, but we don't know how to wash our mind. So always remember, if somebody asks you, why are you learning Sandhya? I want to wash my mind every day. Is it not? So this is the only way to wash your mind. And the world doesn't know it. That's why there is so many problems in the world. So when you go, you will always make it a daily habit to be with Ishwar for a few minutes. She will wash your mind. Is it not? So that is what it is. So you will learn all this. So I hand it over back to Acharya Kavita ji. She will talk more how the workshop will proceed. But remember, the kernel, the essence of it is after Gayatri Mantra, we attempt to be with her in her lap, that Supreme Mother, and she will just, like your mother puts her hand on your head, you feel good, isn't it? In the same manner, she will just wash your mind, remove all sorts of unwanted stuff, even pain and suffering. So that is called Vishwani Duyitani Parasu. You know this mantra probably. All pain, all unwanted thing, all will be washed away. And he will put the seed of good things, like any good mother does. Back to Acharya Kavita.
Thank you, Acharya. What a wonderful beginning of the session of this workshop. Thank you. And I think most of the things are clear. If you have anything to ask to Acharya, you can ask now. Otherwise, we will start practicing the mantra part, because as Acharya mentioned, why mantras are essential, because they take our thought process toward that direction. Before, actually the essence of Sandhya is the meditation part, which will take place after the Gayatri Mantra, which will come later. But before that, going into her laps, we just like, if you are in a hostel, you have to visit your mother, then you start planning. Okay, I will book a ticket, I will do this. You start thinking about, you start missing her, first of all. Then you start planning and do things, do some actions. And then at the ultimate point, at an ultimate point, you are with your mother when you take care of all those things. So the same thing happens here. When we start with Sandhya, we recite few mantras with closed eyes, and mantras need to be very shuddha. Uchcharan should not be, because if you are not pronouncing mantras correctly, it means the word is wrong. If the word is wrong, how can you be closer to the meaning? And so the mantras need to be very clear and crispy when you recite those mantras. And but it is essential to understand that Sandhya is not recitation of mantras only. If you are reciting mantra, that is chanting. Okay, recitation, like you are singing a song or anything, XYZ. But you have to learn their meaning. And more importantly, why this is essential, because we have to sit closer to that ultimate Paramatma, Almighty God. Om Paramatma. So we will start with mantras and their pronunciation. I will try to explain their meaning in short so that you can understand what this mantra is about. And we will start from the beginning. Can anyone say what is the first mantra when we start Sandhyopasana? Yes, it is Shanno Devi Rabhishtaya mantra. Come, Prerna, come closer. And could you please recite it for me? And then I will tell you where and how.
Namo Devi Rabishte Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shayo Rabishtavantu.
Now I will recite this mantra, and you please note down, because others are new. For Pari, for Kavya, for Akul, I don't know if they are aware of this mantra or comfortable or not, but we are starting from the beginning. So I will recite this mantra, and Prerna, please take note where you have to make improvement. Okay, beta? Okay, very good. You recited this mantra. Thank you for volunteering. But this is the correct way to pronounce this. We recite Om in the beginning. Of each mantra, we recite Om, because Om is his own name. Like I am aunt for someone, mommy for someone, chachi for someone, this and quality. Someone say, oh, you are writer, you are poet, you are this, you are managing director, you are principal, you are software engineer. Anyone can be anything for others. But you have your own name. Like Akul is Akul. Originally, he is Akul. His son for his mother, his brother for his sister, isn't it? So Paramatma's own name is Om. But when we recite Om, we don't stretch it too much. Not oh, because nowadays when I ask people to recite Om, there is a competition kind of thing in the hall. People will say, people try to stretch it longer and longer until they feel breathless. Okay, so that is not the correct way. The time we take to say oh, we have to triple that time. Okay, like like if I say once, I say oh, it is oh. But if I say twice, oh, oh. And when I say 3 times oh, 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 isn't? So that much time is sufficient. That is the correct way to pronounce O. So we close eyes and we say, recite O. Please repeat after me, or pay attention where I stop. O. Okay, that much only, not longer than that. So 3 times we say Om in the beginning, when we sit for meditation or prayer. So here each mantra will start only Om once, not 3 times. Okay, beta? So Om Shanno Devirabhishtaya आपो भवन्तु पीतये, not पीतये, पीतये, शम्योरभि स्रवन्तु नः. So I will try to recite it in shorter parts. So I request everyone to repeat after me. Om Shanno Devirabhishtaya Bhishtaya Shanno Devirabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye
आपो भवन्तु
Pitaye Shanyorabhi. ये दिस इज नॉट काइंड ऑफ अभी, जैसे हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना अभी अभी. दिस इज नॉट अभी अभी वाला अभी. दिस इज अभी. ई इज शॉर्टर. शयोरभि. श्रवन्तु, नॉट श्रवन्तु. दिस इज श्रवन्तु. न न, not na. This is not na. This is न. न और हल्का सा जैसे सांस छोड़ते ना. हाँ, न. हाँ. ओम शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय
Om Shano Devi
आपो भवन्तु पीतये शंयोरभि स्रवन्तु नः. नहीं बेटा, प्रेरणा बेटा आपको प्रैक्टिस है शंयोरभिष. दिस इज नॉट शंयोरभिष. शंयोरभि स्रवन्तु नः. Yes, this is the correct way. Okay, beta. Not Shravantu. I wanted to make these two changes in your pronunciation when I heard you first. So the first is Sravantu and the other is Nah. Okay? And Abhi. This is not Abhi. Shayorabhi. Shayorabhi. Sravantu Nah. And Sandhya, it does not start from with the Gayatri mantra. It starts from this Shanno Devi mantra. Okay. So the first mantra is Om. Can anyone accept Prerna? Recite this mantra for me. Let me okay, I will send this mantra in the group. Okay, so you can keep practicing. Okay बेटा, ठीक है बेटा.
कविता जी हमारे पास गीता जी ने भेज दिया था पीडीएफ.
अच्छा, फिर तो ठीक है, फिर तो चिंता की बात नहीं है ना. वो हमें मुझे भी एक बार दिखा दीजिएगा गीता जी, कौन सा पीडीएफ आपने भेजा है. नहीं, मुझे आप बाद में दिखा दीजिएगा, अभी जरूरी नहीं है, बाद में भी दिखा दीजिएगा तो मैं देख लूंगी. क्योंकि जो देवनागरी और खासकर मंत्रों के है ना, जगह जगह से लोगों ने पुस्तकें प्रकाशित की हैं, पर बहुत सारे उनमें टाइपिंग प्रूफ और ये सब गलतियां रह गई हैं. तो मैं एक बार देख लूंगी उसे, और उसमें मीनिंग भी दिए हुए हैं।
कविता जी वो ना हमारी आर्य समाज में जो हवन की बुक यूज होती है ना,
अच्छा,
वो ये है। मैं अगर आप बोले तो मैं एक बार शेयर करती हूँ स्क्रीन।
नहीं अभी मत करिए,
अभी
आप ग्रुप में बाद में भेज दीजिएगा,
जी जी
है ना।
हाँ जी।
तो इस मंत्र में कहा गया है, ओ ऑल प्रिवेडिंग मदर, स्वीट एंड डिवाइन, बी प्लीज्ड टू ब्लेस द क्रेविंग ऑफ माय सोल, to reach the bosom, may this world of mine be filled with peace and bliss from pole to pole. बेटा, तो इसका आपको मीनिंग रटने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट मंत्रास नीड टू बी मेमोराइज्ड, ओके, नॉट द मीनिंग। मीनिंग तो एसेंस है, वो आपको मीनिंग समझ लग गया है ना। सो यू शुड बी good enough with the meaning. Okay, you should know what we are reciting actually. Otherwise, you are reciting a Chinese song, you don't know the meaning. So that is that is useless. Huh? The same way, if we are reciting mantras and we don't know what's the meaning, like I will leave this meeting on a funny point. There was someone who wanted to get married. Okay, it's a joke, not a joke actually, an incident, a truth incident. So he wanted to get married. Okay, there were some problems. So he started, किसी ने उसको कहा कि गायत्री मंत्र रटा करो, उससे सब प्रॉब्लम हो जाती हैं हल. So he recited 100 times गायत्री मंत्र with that माला. तो किसी ने एक दिन, एक आचार्य जी आए, he asked कि what do you want, why are you sitting like this and reciting 100 times Gayatri mantra day in the morning and the evening? He said, I wanted to get married, so I am asking God to help me. तो आचार्य जी ने पूछा, लेकिन इस मंत्र में तो ईश्वर को कहा गया है कि मुझे बुद्धि दो और तुम्हें दुल्हन चाहिए, तुम बुद्धि मांग रहे हो, चाहिए तुम्हें दुल्हन, है ना। So we should be aware what we are asking for. तो इसलिए मीनिंग जानकर उनको आगे बढ़ना है, अदरवाइज मंत्र रटने से कुछ नहीं होता, और मीनिंग समझना है और फिर उसको अपनी लाइफ में लाना है बेटा, ठीक है। तो आप ये मंत्र, अभी टाइम हो चुका है आपका, आधा घंटा मुझे कहा गया था, मैं अभी ट्रेवल में हूँ, ओवरसीज लंदन में हूँ, मेरे यहाँ इस टाइम रात के 10:35 हो गए हैं। तो अगले बार हम थर्सडे को है ना गीता जी मिलेंगे, तब तक मेरे बच्चे, सब बच्चे ये मंत्र याद कर लें, आपकी पीडीएफ में है, मैंने आपको प्रोनाउंसिएशन बताया है, और मीनिंग याद रखिए बस अपने मन में, ठीक है बेटा। थैंक यू सो मच। और अभी हम, बिफोर वी एंड्स, we will sit for meditation for 5 minutes, because it should be into your practice, because Sandhyopasana is actually sitting in for the meditation. Okay? It will be a 5 minutes meditation. Okay बेटा, आचार्य जी।
हाँ, टाइमर लगा।
मैं लगाऊं कविता जी टाइमर?
हाँ, टाइमर आप लगा लो।
मैं लगा दूं।
As Acharya ji had mentioned, Om, full sound is Om, but when we sit for meditation, we do slightly longish vowel, that we begin from the navel area, then it automatically becomes Om. So we will recite it 3 times like this. Then with our eyes closed, we will continue with this mental recitation. In mind, we will have only this sound. No sound will come out, but this word will be there in our mind. If some other thought comes in, or any other image comes in your mind, you want to remove that. So, we actually want absolutely blank mind, but before then, we want to be filled with her name only, isn't it? So that is our strategy. If we are filled with this sound, we are in dhyan, and even this disappears and it is blank mind, then I am in upasana. Okay. So let us begin with 3 times oral recitation. Om. Om.
कविता जी 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you, beta. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Kavita ji. Thank you, Acharya ji.
Thank you.
Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your evening. Namaste, beta.
Namaste.